What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and welcome to a new WandsDay and also a slash update video slash what the hell is happening right now. So I don't really like talking like business with you guys that much, but technically this is a business, and I do sell wands, and I used to sell wands on Etsy, and we're moving away from Etsy, and we're opening up a different store somewhere else. It's going to be its own separate website. So that's what we're doing. That's the big news. It's a lot going on right now, and I'm still trying to figure out the details. But as of right now, the plan is it's going to be a slow rollout to patrons first, and then possibly like channel members as well, and then it'll roll out to everybody else. I'll probably make a video about it, like it's kind of a reopening, I guess, or something. It's just a move, right? We're just moving the shop to a different location, a different digital location, I guess. And yeah, for the most part, we were having some issues with Etsy, some like finance issues. They did some weird stuff to our shop, and they still owe us technically like $400, which I don't know if I'm gonna get, and I don't know if I have any legal means of getting it. So we're kind of fighting with them right now about this. It's a bummer because yeah, we have all this stuff going on right now with the workshop getting built, and I mean, I'm building it, but I'm doing a big chunk of it. I'm not building all of it, but I'm doing a big chunk of it, and that's a big chunk of money that's costing us too. So we really didn't need this to happen, and now I'm taking time away from all of that work to try to work on the website, to try to get the shop back up and hopefully back to normal. But the plan is slow rollout, rolling it out to patrons first and possibly channel members, and then everybody else. So that's the plan for now. I do have 3 wands to show you guys today, and I think all 3 of them are pretty cool. If you guys are patrons, you've probably already seen them. If you are a patron, you do have access to these early, and as soon as this video comes out, you should be able to get onto the new site. It's still going to be enderswands.com, but as of right now, there's still a transfer happening of the domain. So there's a little bit, it's gonna probably be a little bit before you can just go to enderswands.com. Right now, it's inactive. It doesn't actually bring us anywhere. I'm hoping that by like the 2nd, it should have finished transferring. So if you're watching this after the 2nd, go ahead and give it a try, enderswands.com. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then just hang in there. Eventually it will work. It's in the process of transferring, like I said. Also, we randomly got snow today, and it kind of sucks because I'm doing a little bit of work every day after my regular, 9 to 5 or whatever. It's technically like 7 to 5, but 7 to 4 sometimes. But yeah, that's when I can get my work done, and that's when I've been, carting over a bunch of stone. I mentioned it in the last video, which it was, I said like it was like 4 tons or something. No, I was wrong. It's 22 tons, which is 44,000 pounds of stone that I have to cart over from the front of the house to the back of the house. And yeah, it's been rough. I'm just trying to not like break my back and like stress it out and have it just completely be, done. A lot of stuff is going on. I'm hoping that, I can get all of this resolved this year. Hopefully by the end of the summer, maybe the beginning of winter, I'm hoping that everything is done. Everything's ready. The website, like I said, it's almost done. It's pretty much like 70% ready to go right now. Sales are already available, so you should be able to purchase things. Just bear with me. Hopefully you guys like today's wands. I think they're pretty cool. I think they came out pretty nice, and I'm pretty excited about them. They are technically the first batch of wands that's going to be up on the new shop, and it's kind of, I always feel kind of weird like talking about stuff like this and what's going on and our bad experience with with certain companies and stuff. Etsy is just weird. So basically what happened is we're not really sure, but at some point we got locked out of our shop with no warning. It was just like one day I went to log in, shop is still there if I go to the shop link, but I have no access to it. And it wasn't hacked because it was never changed over. There was no email or password reset, nothing like that, or even like a strange login. Like whenever you log into Etsy from a different computer, it'll be like, hey, somebody logged in from a different computer, you know, check it out. Is this okay? Stuff like that. Like we didn't get any sort of warning. So basically right now we're just fighting with them to get into the shop again to be able to you know, extract that that last payment that I'm supposed to get from the last wand sales, which basically the last 3 wands that I sold, I didn't get any income from. So that's kind of a bummer with all the new site fees and all of this stuff. It's just, I basically spent this last weekend just doing that, and just trying to figure out, hey, what do I have? How am I going to do this? Because after this incident, even if Etsy fixes it, I really don't want to have to deal with this. And I don't want to have the chance of them just deciding someday, yeah, your shop is, you can no longer log into your shop and it's ours now. And thank you for the money. Kind of scary, you know? So we're moving away from that. And that's a huge reason we're doing that, because one, it was kind of like always in the back burner, just waiting for the right time. Like, hey, we'll probably eventually move out of here. And now this was it. This was the final straw. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer because of all the shop reviews and all the ratings and stuff. And it's a positive shop and, you know, top selling, whatever, you know what I mean? It's good, but no big deal. I don't really get any sales directly from Etsy anyway. So it doesn't really matter where we're selling. Hopefully you guys stick around and you guys are still interested in my wands. But that being said, that was pretty long, and I'm sorry for, you know, like wasting so much of your time. I know you guys are here for some wands. Hopefully you guys just skipped forward if you didn't want to listen to any of that stuff. But yeah, so I have 3 wands today. This first one is made of birch, and it's weird. I don't use a lot of paint on my wands, even though on this one I used 2 of them are painted. I don't use a lot of paint. So this one has a little bit of burning and a little bit of paint. I think it came out pretty cool. It's the red is obviously paint, and it has those nice little cracks in it. Obviously all of this is carved in here. And then it has this kind of, it's weird because recently I've made 2 wands. I guess you can count that one as well, which you guys can't see yet, but that the handle is actually kind of thinner than the blade part of it, which it's almost thinner. You can see there's like less girth here. And then it's a little bit thicker and then tapers down. But this one's super nice. It's supposed to be held this way. I guess it can be held this way too. I just think it kind of looks upside down. To me, in my brain, it looks upside down. It should be this way. I think this thing came out pretty nice. It's the most simple one out of, I guess, I don't know. You guys decide. You guys let me know which one is the simplest one out of these 3. Personally, I have my favorite, kind of. The next 2 are kind of tied for my favorite in different ways. And hopefully you guys have your favorites. Let me know out of all of these, which one you like the most. I have a feeling that most people are going to like the last one that I'm going to show you guys, just because it has that like wow factor. I don't know why I'm like teasing you guys with this. Also, if you guys are patrons, you do get to see these early, usually before this video comes out. So you guys probably already saw these. So if you guys do want to join our Patreon, you can. Here's another thing, another update information. I'm toying around with making the site like a member site as well, like having a members area, kind of like Patreon, but separating from Patreon. I think right now we're going to stick with Patreon, but I think eventually we may migrate over. And if people want to stay with Patreon, they can. If they want to migrate over, there'll be some different benefits. But I'm going to try to like copy the same thing. It'll probably be for the slightly higher end one, then maybe we'll just keep the low end, like the $1 Patreon thing there, and then make the site a little bit different. I'm hoping that works out. I think I have some cool ideas for it, so hopefully that's fun and possibly something you guys are interested in. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for things specifically that you want me to do with the site. A good thing about it is that I think pricing may be a little bit cheaper. I was doing the math, and it seems like things will be a little bit cheaper for sales purposes. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully my math is correct. I'm gonna have to experiment with a few and see how at the end of everything, how it is compared to how it was with Etsy. That being said, let's move on to the next wand. Like I said, this one is probably tied for favorite with the other one. So I know it's super simple looking, right? It just looks like a straight pointy wand on both ends, and it's super simple. There's very faint accents on this. There's very little, it's a very smooth style, very torpedo-esque, right? There's a little bit of a taper right here where it tapers down. If you go and check out the pictures, you'll see a little bit more. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes in the videos, but you can see it tapers down a little bit right here and then comes back out and then goes back to its end, the tip, the whatever. We have this little brass piece in the middle here, and then we got some little lines that were done on the lathe to just to kind of match the brass piece. And then we have a nice little piece of purple heart here with some flat facets on it that I think really, here we go. This is a good angle. You can see those little nice flat facets. And then I hit it with a little bit of paint to just kind of darken it a little bit. It is naturally purple, don't worry about that. And then I gave it a nice light sanding just around the edges, just to soften up the edges and to lighten them up too. So you get a little bit more of a defined line on the little details there. Also, it's nice and smooth. It's still a semi-gloss. I tend to not go with gloss. It's usually, most of my wands are semi-gloss because I like the look of it and I like the feel, the velvety feel of it. It's Purple Heart and Bacot, something like that. I always forget how to say it. Actually, I don't forget. I was just never told how to say it. I've never heard anybody say it, but it's like Paduke. I think it's pronounced Padauk. But it just sounds weird, so I say Paduke because the first time I read it as Paduke. So in my brain, that's how I say it. That's a thing, yes. These are all pretty long too. I believe this one's like 13 and like 3/4 or something like that. Let's say high 13s. And then the next two are both, I believe, around 15, which is super long. But all right, this next one. I really like it. It's super weird, but frosty looking. That's what I was going for, kind of like a frost look. That's why I did the blue and then the dark blue and the little bit of the silver in there. You can see this was airbrushed. That's how I got that nice gradient on it. Then we have this nice little metal handle here. It's actually hollow, so I filled it with resin to give it some weight, to glue it in a little bit better, and I like it. I like the weight of it. It's definitely has a much more balanced let's see where it balances. Right, yeah, right around there. So pretty much balance right at the guard, which is good, right? That's what you want. There's also a little metal strip that wraps all the way around. Hopefully you guys can see that right around this little line right here. The inside also has some nice little lines there on the inside of the guard, or the bottom of the guard, I guess you could say. I definitely wanted to do the sword style. I've done other ones that have this kind of guard, round guard here, and then kind of have like a sword style blade. This one, you can see that it's a little fatter this way and then kind of thinner this way. So it's kind of like, this is the flat side of the blade. And then the edge side of the blade, I guess you could say. Definitely a longer style, short sword, long dagger. Probably long dagger is more like it. I did make one other wand. Like I said, I've made, I think technically 2 of this style, the dagger style, I guess you can call it. That's what I would call it. I would call this like a dagger style wand. And I believe one of them Leonard has, and I know Leonard has one of them, and he has one of my favorite ones with that like spirally blade. Looks super cool. Or not blade, handle, spirally handle, but it has this style of blade. Looks really nice. And it's like red. It would look really good with this one. So Leonard, you should send me back that one so that I could put them together and it could be like fire and ice. Ice, baby. So out of these 3, which one did you like the best? Obviously, this one has its like iconicness going on. This one, super simple, super classic, right? Instant classic. And then this one is the more non-traditional, stranger one, which also I really like. I want to take this time to thank all of our patrons that have been with us for a while, and even the ones that have only been with us for a little bit. Honestly, like, you guys, it sounds super cheesy, but you guys are the reason, right, that we keep doing it. The reason we keep doing our live streams, even though, you know, nobody really shows up to the live stream, just the fun people, right? Just us. We're the only ones that show up to the live stream, and it's fun to hang out with you guys. And you know, or maybe you don't know, but the reason we continue to do it is because you guys continue to watch our videos and are a part of our Patron and Discord. As much as, like, you know, we do have our regular jobs. YouTube isn't a huge part of our income, but it allows us to do stuff that we like to do and have fun and, you know, read books and make wands. And it's greatly appreciated whenever one of you guys picks up our wands, even if you're not a part of the Patreon or the Discord or whatever. When you guys pick up a wand, it feels good, man. Like, when I make something and somebody really likes it, it feels really good and it's nice. And that's a big reason that I make wands, is because you guys like the wands. So it's just like, if nobody liked it, I probably wouldn't make as many, even though I don't go ham and I don't make a ton like a lot of other people do. I do try to make cool original ones that hopefully everybody likes. And I hope that I can continue to do this. And I hope that the new site works out for us, and the shop hopefully gets done this year. I hope to finish it this year and be able to bring you guys more work. Sorry for being like super serious in this video, guys. It's just, there's a lot going on, and I like I said earlier, I don't like talking like this. I don't like being super serious in videos. But we kind of got to be at this point. And but I am excited, and I'm hoping that we have a good weekend, like weather-wise, so I can make some more wands. Because I had a blast making these. It just felt good, like being able to like cut up some wood, you know, and make some stuff. And then I've been excited about these. I think I finished them like last weekend, and I couldn't do anything about them because I couldn't I couldn't finish. I couldn't do anything. And then the other ones, and then this whole stuff with the shop. So yeah. So if you guys are new to the channel and you stayed this far, like, congrats. Good job. All right. If you leave a comment, include the word tab. Yeah. Then I'll know that you stayed this far. And if you are a regular, you guys know how to do this. All right. And if you want to join the Patreon, feel free. It helps us out. It'll help us get this rolling a little bit faster and hopefully get us back in business. So thank you guys for watching. The wands should be up now. If this video is public for everyone, the wands should be up, and the site should be working. So it'll be enderswands.com. That should be up, enderswands.com. Okay. Go check it out. I don't know if you'll be able to like make an account on it yet, but if there aren't any wands on there, I think you can make an account so that when there is a wand, it'll do the thing. Also, I think you can sign up for like a newsletter or something. I haven't done all the stuff yet, but I'm working on it every night, hopefully until this video comes out for everybody else. Now, if you're on Patreon, I will put the link on the wand area there somewhere, or the early access page. So you guys have a link to the new site and stuff. It's going to be a weird URL, so just don't mind that. Eventually it's going to be Ender's Wands. Okay? Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.